The drama between Elon Musk and SEC is officially over. And by officially, I mean there's actually signature on the paper. Not any signature, but the judge's signature. So the settlement that the Elon Musk and Tesla and Securities and Exchange Commission, boom, their logo right there, is been, they had to submit their little essay that the judge made them write, like 5-year-olds, about their summer vacation. They did, and apparently they got an A. So now it is officially signed in. Now let's talk about what does it really mean. And by the way, if this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. If you're interested in staying up to date on everything that's going on in the world of electric cars, well, all you have to do is click on that subscribe button. That is also free, I found out. Do you know that? It's free. So go ahead and do that. But let's talk about why this is a big deal and what to expect from now on. I think the biggest benefit to Elon Musk, Tesla, SEC investors, I mean, like everybody and my mom, that now there will be guidelines that Tesla has to develop for this guy, where he will have to follow before he tweets. So that, I think, is really definitely going to get less. Well, I'm definitely going to get less views on my videos moving forward, because when there's no drama, you guys just don't watch. But there will be no drama because he has to go through this. By the way, just because everything was signed doesn't mean that SEC walks away. SEC still will oversee everything like they did before, and now the judge will preside over this case in case if something goes wrong and Elon Musk breaks any of those settlement promises. There will be hell to pay for it, obviously. But yes, the fact that he's not going to be tweeting whatever the hell he wants, I think is huge. And let me know in the comment section if you agree or not. I know it's been entertaining, it certainly has been, but I think it's good for Tesla. Now, what one thing is not clear is that is he allowed to tweet stuff about that's not necessarily stock related, something that can he call another guy pedophile, right? For example, is that considered something that he would have to go through his own little commission in order to publish it, or because it has nothing to do with stock and really has nothing to do with Tesla, he can continue making those remarks? I hope not. But we'll just you cannot predict with this guy, obviously. Hopefully not. Again, and by the way, stock is up a few percentage points, which is good. I would have thought the stock would be up even more, but because settlement was reached a couple of weeks ago, I guess everybody already got used to it. So fair enough. But the stock is up nevertheless, which is good news. All right, what are the other good things that are going to come out of it? And by the way, before I move any further, I want to let you guys know that this show in this channel is sponsored by Climax Exchange, and this is a pretty cool nonprofit organization. They are running a raffle. They're raffling off 3 Teslas. Unfortunately, you can only enter if you're United States, and there's only maximum of 4,000 tickets they're going to sell. That means that your chances of winning is like 1 in less than 1,400, which is pretty damn good. The tickets are $250. Bit of an investment, but your chances are pretty good. And even if you don't win, you're still going to be doing a good deed, because you're going to be there supporting their mission of moving all of us towards a low carbon economy, which is a good thing. The link is in the description of this video, so you can go ahead and enter it if you're United States, and good luck to you on your odds. And thank you to them for sponsoring this video and this channel. But back to the deal between Elon Musk and SEC. Now, Elon Musk and Tesla together they'll pay joint for $40 million to SEC, and then they will distribute it between people who they believe and companies that were hurt by this financially. I don't know how they're going to determine it. It really doesn't, to be honest with you, matter as far as Tesla is concerned. And the biggest point that also is going to be the second, I think, best thing that's going to happen. Elon Musk is going to step down as a chairman of the board, but they're going to hire an independent chairman of the board. Now, I reported last week that at least I thought they were. Murdoch was one of the candidates or a front runner, but I guess Elon denied it already. But they're going to get one. They are going to get an independent board of directors and 2 more independent directors. Now, this is not enough to sway the vote in any way, shape, or form, no matter what is being voted on, because the majority of the board is still Elon's buddies, friends, and his brother. But the fact there will be some maybe independent oversight, I think is good for the company. I think it will give it a better balance, as it should be for a company of that size. Usually once the company grows, the CEO and a chairman of the board are two different people, and I think this is a good thing. As a matter of fact, after 3 years, when Elon would be qualified to run again, he might consider not doing that and actually leaving the way things are, especially if things are going well, because that can shake things up again. All right, so let me know what you think in the comment section. Before I move forward to the featured comment, I want to thank my new Patreon, Joanne. Thank you for becoming a Patreon. Boom, patreon.com/E4Electric. That's where you can support the show, watch me live do the show, and at the same time I also do an extra 5 minutes or so just for my Patreons, kind of a more insight of what's happening with the show, with me personally. I answer questions, so definitely I think the benefits are good, but you're supporting the show and I really, really appreciate that. All right, let's move on to the featured comment. I used to call it comment of the day, but because I'm doing it pretty much 3 times a day now. All right, let's move. And by the way, this one is a great one. It starts with clickbait. Clickbait. And I realize that a lot of you say this, and sometimes in my videos and some videos of other people. And I don't think you understand what clickbait is. Clickbait, and by the way, here's a picture of the image that this person was complaining because, Tesla's price just went up. They say, well, the Tesla price didn't go up because they didn't increase the price. It's the tax rebate that's going to be going down because it's being phased out. I don't know if it's English as a second language for me, but to me, the price is the price you pay rather than something the company sets. But whatever. So that's not clear. Well, the clickbait would be something if I would put like a girl spread out in a bikini with her boobs in your face and still say that. So that would be the clickbait. Okay, this would be the clickbait. There's nothing to do with in the video. You're definitely going to see her in my video. So that, yeah. Do you want me to leave it up for a little bit before so it settles? But listen, clickbait is something very different. All right, back to this. Secondly, he goes, worst content that you've ever made. Okay, also not true. This is the worst content ever made. This is one of my first videos on YouTube. I'm definitely not linking to that. It's up, but it's still really embarrassing. Got like 260,000 views, but not because I think it's good. So you're wrong about that. But let's go on. Tax credit ending does not mean. Let me remove that picture. I cannot stand looking at it seriously. Boom, there. Tax credit ending does not mean that Tesla is raising the price. Nobody said Tesla is raising the price, though I have to say that Tesla did use the tax credit and in other ways how you can save money on owning a Tesla, sort of when they were promoting how affordable it is to lease a Tesla. And they kind of calculated that into their I wouldn't call it advertising, but when they were promoting their lease pricing. So yeah, they had no problems, and I'm assuming you, whoever you are, had no problem with that. But somehow now that I am calculating the tax rebate into the increased price or cost or whatever you want to call it, somehow there's a problem. I think this is a typical example of being a Tesla fanboy, right? And there's nothing technically wrong with it, but I'm just saying you have to be a little bit more open to to almost anything that's going on in the world of Tesla. In this case, by the way, this wasn't even a bad negative article. I was just saying, listen, you just have to pay more now. We all knew that was going to happen. It's happening now. That's what I was saying, right? So yeah, you got to be more open-minded. And the comments like this, to be honest with you, don't necessarily help make a great featured comment. I'll give you that. I had some, Photoshop fun with it, but I don't think it really helps. So maybe next time you can comment or submit something that the entire community can benefit from, or maybe something that can make me improve my videos. I'll be okay with that. All right, but thank you nevertheless. I always enjoy this. Other than that, see you next time, and remember to stay charged.